Today we're going to be talking about Unit 1, Lesson 10 and 11 on page 28 and 29. On 28, on the bottom half of your page, we're just going to look at 5 and 6. I'm going to have you do 7 and 8 at home and bring in tomorrow for school. And then for Lesson 11, we're just going to do page 29, and you're going to go ahead and do a couple of those as well after I show you how to do one. But Lesson 10 is this ungrouping normal numbers. So 371 minus 86. We know that 1 minus 6 cannot happen, so we have to borrow or steal or take away from the 7. So we're going to cross out the 7, I'm sorry, put a 6 up here. We're going to add 10 to the 1, so that will become 11. So you can have 11 minus 6. And 11 minus 6. So if you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. You can take 6 away. It'd be like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And that's what you're left with, which is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we'll put a 5 under the ones column. Now 6 minus 8, again, we cannot do that. So we have to go to the hundredths spot and take the hundredths. So we'll cross out the 3, put a 2 there, and the 6 will now become 16. I have to kind of squeeze it in there a little bit. 16 minus 8, again, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. We're going to take 8 away from that area. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And this is what we're left with. Again, we count them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So 16 minus 8 will be 8. 2 minus nothing. Nice and easy. 2. So your answer will be 285. You can prove that answer by doing 285 plus, it's always the opposite of what your original problem is. So plus 86. We say 6 plus 5 is 11, carried by 1. 8 plus 8 is 16, plus 1 is 17, carried by 1. 2 plus 1 is 3. This number right here should be the top number, which it is. So we're good there. We're going to do one more, and then again, as I said, 7, 8 will be on your own. 3 minus 7. We can't do that, so we have to go over to the 6, take 1 from the 6, make that a 5. We're going to add 10 to the 3, so that will become 13. 13 minus 7. You can do all your dots or however you want to do it if you want to use your fingers. But 13 minus 7 will be 6. We can do 5 minus 4, which will come down to 1. And 1 minus 8, nothing is 1. Again, we can show our answer, make sure it's correct. 116, which is our answer, plus opposite of this number, 47. 7 plus 6 is 13, carrying row 1. 4 plus 1 is 5, plus 1 is 6. 1 plus 0 is always going to be 1. And that answer right there should be up there, and it is. So I am not asking any proof drawings on 7 and 8. So again, no proof drawings tonight. If you need, go back to the video, watch this again. And again, that's on page 28. Now, lesson 11 is subtracting across zeros. Let me erase all this. I'll get you started on lesson 11. So we talked about this a little bit in class the other day, before the holiday break, and I noticed a lot of you said yes, you did remember doing it in 2nd grade, but now we actually have it in our textbook, so we're going to be talking about it. And we're going to talk about number 1, which is Lakeisha brought a box of 500 paper clips. So we have 500 paper clips. So far, she had used 138 of them. So we're going to 138. How many are left? Keyword is left. We're going to subtract. We're going to be doing some borrowing because 0 minus 8 does not exist. But we can't borrow from here because he's a 0 as well. So we have to go 2 spots over and take 1 from the 5, which would be a 4 now. And then we're going to go ahead and take 1, make that a 10, but then we're going to have to take that again, so that's going to change it to a 9, and that will change into a 10. So 10 minus 8 is now doable. We can do it. 10 minus 8 will be 2. 9 minus 3 will be 6. And 4 minus 1 will be 3. Again, we can check it, make sure it's correct. 8 plus 2 is going to be 10. 3 plus 6 is 9. Plus 1 more is 10. 1 plus 3 is 4. Plus 1 more is 5. And that is correct. And that's going to be paper clips. Do not forget to label it, as I did. But we always want to make sure we have our label. Let's talk about number 2. I'm going to show you, I'm going to slow down a little bit and show you how we go through it and see how you do with it. And then number 3 is going to be on your own. So let's read it. A movie theater has 400 seats. At the noon show, 329 are filled. How many seats were empty? So we want to know how many empty seats there are, so we're going to do a subtraction problem. And on here, 0 minus 9 does not work. So we have to go over to the 10 spot and take one from the 10s. Unfortunately, you cannot take anything away from another 0, so you have to move over to the next spot. In this case, is the hundreds. We can take 1 away from the 4, which will make it a 3. So cross it out and make it a 3. Which would give now your 10s a full 10. But again, remember, we're trying to get back to the 1s. So we have to borrow again from the 10 spot, make this one a 9. We're going to speed that in up there. And then this one now will be a full 10. So 10 minus 9 is 1. 9 minus 2 is 7. And 3 minus 3 is 0. You do not have to write the 0 because it's the very first number. So if you do that, it's okay. Just remember, you do not have to do it. And that's going to be empty seats. Some of you are going to have to watch this video a couple of times to make sure you understand how we do this. I want you to try number 3 tonight, which is at the start of the school year. Seco had a brand new box of crayons, 300 crayons. Now 79 crayons are broken. How many unbroken crayons does he have? So you're going to try that question at home tonight. Remember the borrowing across zeros. And you can actually make sure you can prove your answer if you want to. Just check yourself, either which way. And then when we come into class tomorrow, we're going to be doing a couple from the textbook inside the classroom. Again, please go back and watch the video. I know some of you had questions on this earlier. I just hope that cleared it up. And if not, you can always rewatch this video. Now, enjoy lessons 10 and 11, and you've just been flipped.